Alright, we're making a cat house here. I got some tin snips and a knife. This is a 40-gallon tote right here that I have. With this 40-gallon tote I picked up for $22. It should be about a 5-inch hole. They got to be able to safe to fit their head in there. If their head would get in there, their body could fit in there. But you don't want it big enough where other critters can get in there. I'm going to cut that out right now. Alright, I couldn't punch through it with the knife, so I just put a drill bit on. And I'm going to drill like a gazillion holes around this. And then after I drill a gazillion holes, I'm going to cut it out. I'm going to get it off the deck though. So I started it, but you don't want to crack it like this, so you got to go slow. So I'm going to get the knife to see if I can start cutting in there right now. Alright, I'm using tin snips. It's like a brake, but at least it's more or less a controlled brake. This plastic was too hard for the knife, so I'm gonna go ahead and finish cutting this all around right here. It's easier and more of a controlled brake with some pre-drilled holes, so I'm gonna keep drilling around. This one cracks pretty good right here. I want to put tape around all around it, but it started cracking out. But with the drills, you gotta go kind of slow. Maybe even use a smaller drill and just drill more holes. I'm gonna finish cutting this out with the tin snips. Okay, there you are, Bob's your uncle with the hole. But wait, there's more. I'm gonna put foam around here, but before that I'm gonna insulate it on the inside. Alright, now I had leftover Pink Panther insulation board. It's like an accordion, and you need a razor blade to cut it, and I got some tape right here. Look how awesome one sheet fits in there. So I'm gonna put another sheet around this side, then cut my hole, then put my floor, and then tape them all around. I might put 2 layers. Before I put the floor, I'm going to cut all the way around the top. There's a little bit of space in here. I really don't care about that. I'm going to cut around the top right here and cut this hole out right here and cut around the top right here, and then I'll put the floor in and then do the same thing one more time to get double insulation. Okay, so now all that's cut down. See, I got the circle with these extra pieces right here. I'm gonna just use them as the floor and pile them on down there. All right, there we go. Now I'm gonna start taping it all together on the inside as the rest of it flies away. Okay, so I ran out of that tape, so I just went with duct tape. Now I'm gonna put one more layer in here, but you see I just used 2 of them right there, right? So in the layer I'm gonna go opposite, so whatever creases there are going to be covered by the secondary one. Then I think I got some hard plastic or vinyl that I could put on the inside. This is the extra pieces I had. I put on the floor right there, or the top. I think that is going to be the floor though. And I'm going to cut a piece of plywood to go around over the top of that and put bricks on the top of that. Alright, I had some extra. This is a window seal right here. Window and door seal, jam seal. So I had some extra, so that's what I'm taping this all around with right now. So this is double insulated. That's only 1/2 inch of insulation. I still have to cut the rest of the hole out, but I got something I'm going to put right here also. Okay, I'm going to have to cut this plastic lower so this lid can fit in there, because the lid can't go down right now. But that's the insulated cat house. And instead of putting the insulation in here, I'm thinking about actually putting the insulation on the top right here, because that's going to actually snap in there. So it'll be easier for me to just glue it and lay it down right in here. Okay, that lid fits on there snug, really good. So I do believe I'm going to tape the other one, tape the rest of the insulation of this. No, there's the opening right there. One thing I did do is any little extra piece I had of this, I was just tucking it all along on the insides, and that's what the inside looks for right now. Okay, so I had some extra vinyl, so this is going to be the bottom after all. So what I'm doing with this vinyl is I just cut it out around the top. And I put all the insulation, the extra pieces under there. Well, not all the extra pieces. I got a whole bunch over there left. and then I'm gonna tape this all the way around, and then I'll pop the holes in for here if I ever want to lock it, but I don't think I have to because I'm gonna put bricks on top of this. This is gonna be actually sitting on top of cinder blocks upside down, and then the bricks are gonna be on the other side. All right, I was gonna flip it down and use this as the bottom part, but looking at it, I'm probably gonna keep it right side up, because when I flip it upside down, it leaves space so water could be collected. See? So if I leave it right side up, that's vinyl on the top. All right, but I cut these holes in it because when it was upside down, I figure I could leave some place for it to drain, but I really do just think it'd be better like that with the vinyl on the top. I'm gonna fill in these holes right here, and then I eventually say Bob's your uncle. On the inside, that's what it looks like. Let me put my hand in there. So I'm gonna go ahead and put a little thing on the front right here, clear, so they can look in it and see in it, but it won't let all the wind go in there. And that's my little cat house I made. Now what I'm worried about is them using the styrofoam as a scratch pad and scratching up the styrofoam, but we'll see. Stay tuned. There's the cat house. It took me about an hour and a half. Okay, so here's a little video on my DIY cat house. I know you probably don't got all this. That's window seal. It's a piece of vinyl I had. 40-gallon tote from Menards for $22. It's upside down. No, it's right side up. It's right side up. This is just a Ziploc bag. One piece is a solid piece. The other piece is cut in threes. I have insulation and tape on the inside. The ceiling doesn't look like there is, but there's a big dip right here, so I put all the insulation on the roof right here, and it's off the ground so it doesn't have to sit on the ground. And I'm gonna have the bricks on top. Cats are more agile as long as it doesn't blow away. I don't think it will, because my grandson's gonna have it in a corner on the side of his house for the cats in the wintertime. Okay, I know it's still what is it, still warm outside, so the cat hasn't gone in the box yet, but one thing is I actually put one of my grandson's shirts in there, and for the winter time that's not good to have the shirt in there, but I threw this in there to get my grandson scent in it, since it's for my grandson. And I just picked up some straw. This is not hay, this is a mini bale of straw, because straw is what you got to put in it, because straw doesn't let the moisture build up in there. Hay will let the moisture build up, and straw will keep it dry. So in the winter time I got to pull the shirt off of there. So I'm going to cut this open and I'm going to shove it with hay right now. Boy, did I make a huge mess out of that. Okay, so it's filled in. I took off the plastic right here since it's not that cold yet. This actually leans off, so if there's anything that drips, it's not going to go inside, it's going to drip off. But there's a door, not a door, but a cover that you can make actually right here that is like a little awning. Like a little awning like that. Like an awning like that, but for a cat house. But so there's all straw in there. It's ready to go for this winter. If I was at my house, I'd have a blower to blow some of this off. It's funny because watch the cat just sleep underneath right there.